What's a real fact that some people don't want to accept? Not everyone is going to like you. You can't please everyone. Asterisk, you don't need to please everyone. When it comes to arguing, stating facts rarely change people's minds. Nothing really changes anyone's mind. I can't even imagine what it would take to change somebody's mind when it comes to politics or religion. Especially not a few facts said in an argument. It takes people years to change from liberal to conservative or the other way around. Your actions have consequences. When will you learn that your actions, have consequences? Exclamation mark. You frickin' fricks. Your fantasies can't ever be quenched, can they? Question mark, exclamation mark, question mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, question mark. Why is this the only comment that got gilded? This is quite an impressive gilding streak. Being right about one thing doesn't make you right about everything. Also the inverse. But you were wrong about this one thing, so now you can't be trusted for anything. Life isn't fair, and sometimes bullcrap happens for no reason when you did nothing wrong. It is possible to commit no mistakes and still lose. That is not a weakness. That is life. Everybody thinks they are the hero of their story, even the villains. I always considered myself as a side character. I'm more the NPC running into a wall repeatedly, not knowing what is going on. Edit. A word. My first ever Reddit silver. In the name of what an idiot I am, a seer sounds about right. Everyone will die eventually, and it more than likely won't be on their terms. One thing I sometimes think about is the fact that almost no one wakes up in the morning and thinks, yep, today's the day that I'm going to die, yet it happens all the time anyway. No zebra ever gets up and thinks, I'm going to get ripped to pieces by a lion today, no matter how often it happens to other zebras. Just because you're shouting, doesn't mean you're correct. Hashtag BAGELSDESERVTHERIGHTTOAFAIRTRIAL. Most people think they're slightly more intelligent than the average person. They're not, myself included. This realization hit me hard as a young college kid. I was one of those big fish, small pond kids when it came to academics. Got to college and learned that real fucking fast. On the other side of the coin, when I was first dating my now ex-wife, I met your family. Her brother-in-law asked what I did and said I went to college and worked nights. His response, college? What are you, gay? Quote, they literally, and I'm not kidding, thought I was gay because I went to college. My nephew thought I was gay until he was 18 because I went to college. Just so you know what the tail end of the spectrum is like. Seriously, I honestly didn't know people like this still exist. Things don't get better if you don't try to make them better. No one owns life, but anyone who can pick up a frying pan owns death. Williams Burroughs. Having an unpopular opinion doesn't necessarily mean it's a better one. If a post on our unpopular opinion gets a lot of upvotes, isn't it actually a popular opinion? Yes. Also, our unpopular opinion isn't really a place for sharing actual unpopular opinions. It's a place to say popular things in an edgy way. That's all. Hard work does not equal high performance. You're supposed to use your turn signal anytime you make a turn or change lanes. Not only that, the turn signal is to tell people your intent to change lanes. So you should use it before you turn. There's this big club, and you ain't in it. I wouldn't care to be in a club that accepts people like me anyway. I wouldn't want to be in a club that accepts this guy either. Participating in and deriving joy from other cultures and their activities is not the same thing as cultural appropriation. Edit. Thank you for my first Reddit silver, gold, and platinum. Mental and emotional abuse are a very real thing that nobody teaches you about. Nobody really wants to talk about it either. Edit. 5 weeks, 2 days out of an emotionally and mentally traumatizing relationship that turned very physical at the end. Before he laid hands on me, he beat my brain, mental and soul daily. I know I'm not a doctor, but I very much believe he is a sociopath, narcissist. I'm a 30th. He is 30, monsieur. We were together 2 years. The awareness I have and am continuing to gain is outstanding. For anyone who has had the strength to leave, you're my hero. Please, teach me everything you know. To anyone suffering, scared, confused, you're not the problem, monsieur. You're not crazy. You don't need to calm down, stop, or relax. It's very healthy to feel and know you deserve better. You are a victim of something they don't teach you about. If it doesn't feel right in your soul, it's not. Not everyone can relate to the internal soul bruises and cuts, the beatings that take place with no fists, the lengths you'll go to cover up your life bubble from popping, the one you created for yourself when he was molding you into what he needed to fill his ego cup. His delivery in life is cunning, cold, calculated, manipulative. I am you, survivor, a whole warrior. I have a voice. I will use it. Be safe, kind and good to yourself and others. Always. Thank you so very much for all of the kind words, guys. It really does heal my soul to know we're not in this alone. I appreciate all of you, more than I can express with words. Thank you again. ADHD is real. If undiagnosed in childhood, could have disastrous life consequences for adults. It's not just about being hyper and bouncing up and down off the walls or not being able to focus. It can lead to a lifetime of bad choices, impulsive actions, poor financial skills, relationship problems, problems making and keeping friends, substance abuse, mood swings and emotional problems, and anxiety, depression, OCD are often comorbid conditions, etc. Not everyone is ADHD. If you can't focus or concentrate on something every now and then, and it isn't just about medicating hyper kids. It's a really shitty disorder to have. The average number of hands is less than 2. Same goes for ice, or anything most people have 2 of. Abortion kills. So does nutting into hot water, or LMAO. True, and thank goodness it does. No one has any idea what is going on. Everyone is just winging it. Every day we make all these plans and it mostly works out, so people think they have control over their life. They do not. Mayonnaise is an instrument. At the end of the day, it's your choice. A lot of people complain of relationship problems or wanting to be more healthy, etc. But at the end of the day, it's your choice. So the only person to blame for your unhappiness is you. We don't have a lot of control over a lot of aspects of our lives. But we always have control of the choices we make. Greater than, so the only person to blame for your unhappiness is you. We don't have a lot of control over a lot of aspects of our lives. This is a contradiction. If a lot of those aspects cause you unhappiness, then you're not the only person to blame. You can go the pure philosophy route of we're all autonomous beings, but I make the choice of going to the job I hate because it's more difficult than it's worth it. Go find a different job that would take me. And I can't quit my job because I need the money to survive, participate in society, lest I perish. We always have a choice, is erasure of the truth that, and those choices are often between the lesser of two evils. You're going to be unhappy either way, and there's nothing you can do about that. Some people genuinely don't have the opportunity for the right choice, and that's what we need to work on. I would disagree when you bring mental illness into the picture. There's a lot of things I want to do, but due to how I grew up and some other factors, I can't get myself to do them. Monsieur, it's not that I'm making the choice not to do them. It's that I'm mentally incapable of doing them consistently. Capitalism has done more to alleviate poverty than any other economic system, monsieur. But it also has flaws that have to be compensated for by non-market forces. That sorting this thread by controversial will not be the fun idea you think it is. Climate change is real and happening right now, but not enough is being done to prevent it. What is never talked about is climate change is going to happen whether humans are on the planet or not. However, We can control the rate is happening at. One problem is we have to get the entire planet on board and not just a handful of countries. Donald Trump is your democratically elected president. Very democratic, winning with fewer votes than your opponent. A constitutional republic is still democracy. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.